What is going on, ladies and genitals? Megan's Fox here, coming to you with another League of Legends commentary. Now in this video I am playing as Draven in the bot lane, 80 carry, along here with an Annie support who is actually pretty OP. I love having Annie supports. Annie support actually started in Korea. Koreans were the people to develop that strategy, of course. Darn Koreans, are so smart at everything. But so right now, along with Draven, it's really good to have an Annie because her stun plus my E, that is a double, basically a double CC. As you can see here, stuns Annie, stuns Sona, I hit her with my E, and she just drops to the floor. Unfortunately, Annie got the kill, but it's still okay because an assist puts me ahead of the lane. I'll take an assist any day. Yeah, so with Sona you got to be very, very careful. She's very squishy in lane, especially against the combination that we have. We could really just bully her if she doesn't position herself right, as you clearly saw right there. Alright, so it looks like we're going to go back and take this early advantage. Go ahead and purchase items. Ezreal, you better not shoot me, you dickhead. Alright, so now I have to stay in lane. Not going to be able to go back because he won't let me. But Annie was able to go back, so she will have an advantage against their Sona, obviously. And even Ezreal. Maybe she'll go for a lucky pick for that AP damage, we'll see. Alright, so in lane phase, the first ability that I get is my Q. It's also the first thing that I max out in game. It's his prime damage dealing. All right, so I feel like they know Annie is not in lane yet, so they're gonna go ahead and just try to zone me out. So yeah, I get Q first, then E second, W third. I'll pop my E onto that Sona. I do hit her. I am able to pop a Q on her as well. So I'm just gonna be sitting here catching axes and farming. Don't be jealous. Alright, so Annie is back. Or back in action here. Alright, so she does ward our bush, but Annie did purple it. So good job, Annie, to take out that ward there. We now have lane control. Alright, so right now we can actually go ham and cheese on them at any point in time. Annie just has to get her stun up, and we can go on whoever. Alright, so they see that her stun's out, so they're going to play pretty passive here. Or are they? Annie's just looking for the right person to stun. Ooh, she looks like she's going for that Sona. Alright, so I put another point into my Q. Alright, so she popped my E. She does get hit by the stun. She's going to go down from here. Good job by Annie to pop that ignite. Once again, Annie does get the kill, but like I said, I'm not going to complain about it. I mean, it is Annie, so she gets kills. Alright, looks like she's going really ham. I don't know what she's doing. I don't have like any mana to do anything here. Good stun by her. She flashes to get away. That was really, really close. If only I had mana. If I had enough mana for E and Q and all that stuff, then I would have been able to really follow up on that and get a kill. Alright, so now I have a BF sword. That is why I am very happy to take those assists. Because with the farm that I have right now, I probably wouldn't have been able to get the BF sword. But having those assists actually put me ahead just as much as a kill would have. Well, maybe not as much as a kill, but still good nonetheless. So we're going to go ahead and just clear these waves here. Clearing waves. Alright, so it looks like Ezreal and Sona did go back. So this gives me a little free farm time gap here. Just take my sweet ass time. No need to really push the lane, because even if I did push it, they'd be back in time. So I'd rather just slow farm here, just last hit my way to a CS lead. I'm pretty sure I'm ahead of CS right now. Right, so now I am level 6 now. Once Annie gets level 6, our ults combined will summon Captain Planet and completely destroy their bot lane. Now don't get me wrong, Sona and Ezreal both have a very good ult combination that could potentially kill us both if played right. However, they are far behind, so... Alright, so Ezreal's E is down. This could be... Oh. If Annie would have had ult there and stun, we could have easily killed him because he had no way of getting out. That's the trick about versing Ezreal's when you have CC. You notice that his E is down. Not sure what that Sona is doing. Gonna go ahead, pop my ult. It's gonna kill her. Poor Sona, man. She's just getting bullied. But that's the risk you take when you play Sona, guys. she's not as easy as you think she is to play. She can easily get bullied. Alright. So go ahead, just put some free damage into that turret. Ezreal pops his E. That means he has no escape. Alright, good job by Annie to just put damage into him, because she realized that it was down as well. Fortunately, my E wasn't up at the time, so I couldn't really follow up on it. So she's just doing a really good job zoning him while I farm. I should probably play a little more aggressive, but... Alright, put another point into my Q. One more point, and then my Q is maxed out. And they are not going to have a good time. Once I get my Bloodthirster, oh no. Like, this lane is just going to be complete domination. Alright, so Sona's only level 4, and he's level 6. She's got 2 levels to catch up to. So she's really far behind. Alright, she just gets level 5. Easy pops his E, so he has no way of escaping. That turret OP. Alright, this one's just taking free damage right now. Alright, so Annie pops her ult. And Tibbers snatches the kill. God darn it, Annie. Let me get some kills. That's alright. I got 3 assists. It's alright. I'm playing support Draven this game. No big deal. Alright, Annie's just bullying that Sona. She's getting abused by a little child. It's embarrassing. A goth child, nonetheless. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go back now. Alright, we will fast forward to when we come back into lane. Alright, so I now have a Bloodthirster. This is when the real damage is going to come out. Draven with Bloodthirster is really, really annoying. He dishes out so much damage with his Q. Especially when he has double axes going. Alright, so I'm just gonna take my sweet ass time farming. Let the minions constantly push to me. Alright, looks like mid's having a hard time. But it's alright. We're really so far ahead of this lane that it doesn't even matter. We can, at this point, we can really just carry the game. Alright, looks like Israel's by himself, so I'm gonna go ahead. Just pop my E. Alright, so I was able to bait out Sona's ult. Really good ult by Annie. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up that kill. So against an Israel, when you're playing Draven, you want to make sure you're catching your axes left and right, like strafe-wise, because you really just want to avoid his Qs. Because if you can avoid Israel's Qs, he's actually pretty useless. Unless he has a Trinity Force or something. Alright, so take that objective. Now there's one of two things that we can do at this point. We can either consistently push this lane and force other lanes on the enemy team to come to our lane, such as jungler and mid, and that'll give my team the opportunity to, what the hell is this Sona doing? Alright, forced her flash. Oh, it looks like Eve is here, but I have the damage to really sustain myself against her and do damage, as you see. That's why Bloodthirster and Draven's so ridiculous. Alright, so they backed out. I got a flash out of Sona. So this is what I mean. We can just take the pressure off from their jungler and mid, while letting our other lanes free farm and take objectives for more global gold. Or what we can do is we can just go mid or top and then help them take their objectives as well. So right here, I'm going to build Trinity Force Draven. I wanted to try it in this game. I wasn't too sure how good it would be. It winds up being pretty decent. It's obviously not as good on him as it is on Ezreal or Corki or someone like that. Look at that dragon's ass. Alright, so it looks like we're heading towards Dragon. We should be able to do it uncontested, since bottom really needs to just farm that wave that we pushed. And I'm not sure. The jungler can contest him because it is Eve. However, we do have a pink ward on it, so she will be seen if she does come. So I'm going to go ahead and start it here. Go, Zach. That's my fault. I made the dragon come out so that he couldn't land his blob on it. His belly flop. Alright, so he smites it successfully, and we got a free dragon. Alright, so it looks like Annie has that pink, so we're going to go ahead and take that ward out. Alright, so Zach, I guess, oh, he hits the slow, good job. He should have just kept going instead of go for that blob. I think I hit my E on her. Oh, never mind. So there goes Sona's ult. Looks like, oh, good stun by Annie. But I am able to get the kill off that. Looks like I'm going to flash for the double kill onto Sona. Ezreal's nowhere to be found. Oh, look. There's Zed. Get him. Alright, so he does get him with his booger blob. Let's see if we can catch Ezreal off guard here. What is he doing? You want some of this, boy? Alright, so I am able to force his barrier. I'm not sure why he barriered so early. Alright, so they're just going to tank turret for days there. Wukong's going to flash, and Zac is going to go ahead and pick up the kill. I got an assist for it. I'll take it. Not to mention, I was able to also pop his summoners, his barrier. So definitely worth it. And I have double buffs now, so that's even awesomer. That's not a word. Alright, so just going to go ahead and push this wave now. And then go back. Keep going. Free farming, baby. Free farming. All night long. Why, thank you. Alright, so let's see here. It's 2 mid. I do ping that I am on the way. I'm going to help out this Wukong here. I don't know if we have mid turret down, so it really I should really focus on helping my team take up other objectives. Alright, so I'm going to come around the corner here to help this Wukong. Let's get him, buddy. Pop my E. I do force the flash out of Zed. So that's good. He has no summoner. I'm coming. Coming, Zac. Don't die on me. Oh, his passive. Nice. I'm coming. Alright, so it looks like Malphite's just going to stay there. I'm going to hit Malphite with my ult. That's going to grab me the kill. Zac's going to get his passive up. I'm going to pop my E so that he doesn't get up. He might actually die from that ignite. Alright, so I secured the kill, got the double kill. Looks like Zac didn't die from the ignite. So perfect timing by me to just come in there, pretty much save the day. Alright, so I have like 3,000 gold here, so might as well just take this gold and just make it an even 3,000. And then I really need to go back and buy. I don't want to keep all this gold in the bank for nothing. Look how greedy I'm getting. I'm just constantly farming when I should go back. Alright, so I do go back. So let's go ahead and fast forward. Alright, looks like I'm picking on easy here. Pop my E and I'm not going to be able to grab the kill. That's alright. So as you see, I did finish off my Trinity Force here.
Something need killing.
Something need killing. How do you guys, now that I'm doing a Draven commentary, it kind of reminds me of the new ward skin that came out, the Draven head. What do you guys think about that? That is my favorite ward skin out of all the ones that were released. I think it was out of 3. Probably my favorite one. It's fucking hilarious. It looks like no one's going for blue buff. Maybe I'll just take it. Who knows? Should I be a scumbag? Nah, let Zac get it. Whatever. Even though I could potentially use it more than Zac could, the cool CDR on Zac is actually pretty good with it, so I'll just let him get it. We're just going to push this mid wave down. I didn't even know we had a Ribbon on our team. Completely forgot she was even on our team. Alright, so right now we've got to be careful with that Malphite ult, because Malphite's ult can actually win team fights. Alright, so Zac comes in. Wasn't able to really make anything happen there, but I see Wukong coming in from the side. If he initiates with his ult, we could potentially kill all of them. Alright, so Annie's saying wait for Tibbers, which is very true, because if she ults, all our ults combined are really, really good. They correspond with each other, and could actually win a fight, even without Malphite using his ult. Oh god, so Malphite does use his ult a little too early for his team to follow up on it. So I am able to push my ult. Annie nails her ult. They're going for me. I go down because Evelyn does a really good job assassinating me there. I could have kited that a lot better. I did have barrier. If I would have popped that, I could have potentially lived. But it looks like my team is still going in hot. Looks like they'll be able to win. Zach's passive goes down, so they're not going to be able to finish him. Alright, so Wukong does die, but he does get Zed out of it. Or Annie does. So we got the ace, and we still had 2 members alive. So that is hashtag worth. Looks like I'm going to go build into my last Whisper. Pick up a pickaxe. Alright, so I'm just going to clear bot now. Since it's pushing pretty hard. Farm up my Bloodthirster.
Places to go, me to see.
Places to go, me to see. Alright, so Dragon is up. Looks like we could potentially get this uncontested. We don't have a pink ward on it, so Evelyn could come in at any time and take it. However, we would see it because she'd have to get really close to us. Okay, there we go.
Perfection.
That was really close. Ezreal almost got it with his ult. Not sure if they actually had vision on it. Alright, looks like Ribbon might die. So I am able to hit my E. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my ult. I probably shouldn't have popped my ult right there. I really just wanted to get that kill. Nice stun by Annie. God damn. Tibbers OP. So Tibbers is gonna tank the turret for us. Good guy, Tibbers. Alright, Ribbon is keeping Malphite top, I think, so we couldn't push the second tier turret here. Alright, found Eve. I guess we're still going here. If Malphite comes from behind us, we gotta be very careful. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna try to group up together here and steal their red. Not sure if it's up though, I guess we'll find out here in a second. Nope, it's not up. It's alright though. Alright, so it looks like bot wave is pushing in the enemy's favor, so I'm going to go ahead and not get it. Looks like I'm going back. Let Zach have that. Looks like I just have enough gold for my last Whisper. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. Alright, so it looks like they're pushing as a team mid. They're going to go ahead and get that turret, but I don't think they're going to be able to get a second tier turret. Meanwhile, Riven is pushing top, so that's a good counter reaction to it, I guess you could say. Alright, I'll just farm here. I don't want to really push too hard because if I go any further, they could just turn around and kill me.
No following these footsteps.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I'm coming. Oh god, this was terrible. Oh, I go to use my ult and I just get CC'd up the ass and I die. Good job by Zach though to come on in and hit them with his ult. He hit everyone with that ult. Good job by Wukong. Really good ult between the two of them. I do go down, but you know, me getting caught out was kind of worth it because in the end we came out on top on that. That was really bad placing though by me. I could have played that a lot better. Alright, so go ahead and just clear the wolves here. That's something that I do have to work on. When I get fed, I sometimes do get really greedy, and I put myself in really bad positions like that one. I mean, we didn't really have... I really shouldn't be that aggressive when we didn't have enough vision in the jungle. Now we do, because Annie's doing a really good job now putting down wards so that we have complete map control. Especially when you're winning, you want to ward the enemy's jungle so you know where they're coming from, where they are, and you can pick them off. Alright, so it looks like we want to go for Baron here. I do say bait, but let's see what goes on. Whether we bait it or actually go for it. Alright, so we have all... I believe we have all our ults up. Yep. So we can actually... Alright, looks like we're just going to go ahead and go for it. Alright, so they're all grouped up together. This is why having vision on them is so good. Good job by Annie to get all those wards. We can see them step by step as they come. Annie's going to go ahead and zone them out with her ult. Alright, so I pop my E. I pop my ult. I'm staying under the backline. My ult is able to pick up Evelyn. I'm going to go ahead and just start auto-attacking Zac, or Zed here, sorry. Now I'm going to move on to Malphite. And they are going to get, good job by Wukong to get a triple kill. I just stood in the backline auto-attacking. They didn't really go for me, not too sure why. There was an opportunity for them to really go all in on me, but they decided not to. And they went for the tanky people, and they just let me sit back, relax, and do some damage. Which is why we really won that team fight. If I would have got hit by Malphite's ult, there's about a 90% chance I would have died there, because they would have seen that I was knocked up in the air and all went for me. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take that. There's still 4 dead. Not too sure where the last person is. Yeah, it's just Sona. No worries. So let's not get too greedy here. We can go back now. Annie is saying that she's got top, so she's going to do that. Maybe I'll go do red buff or just take some jungle camps. Wukong, don't die on me, bro. Nice flash. I'm going to go ahead and catch up to him to try to save his life. Alright, so there he is. There's Annie. Gonna go ahead. I mean Annie. I meant to say Eve. Alright, so I'm just... Oh my god, she has hourglass. That is really bad news for me. Get away from me, Race. I'm sorry, Riven. I baited you. I didn't know their whole team was there. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and go back real quick. My ult's up in 2 seconds, so maybe I can help him. Alright, so I saw that he just eat away into that bush, so I'm gonna go ahead and ult that. It does hit him, but it doesn't kill him. I don't understand that. So I'm gonna just try to, like, sit here and let my ult come back to me. It just skims Malphite's nostril. So I go ahead and pick up another BF sword. I'm trying to get back in the action. I pick up home guards. Unfortunately, I don't have my ult up now. Oh my god, look at that Ezreal. He's so almost dead. Oh, Annie almost kills him. Wukong's coming in hot. Can he get him? Oh, he gets slowed down by Zed. Oh, he's got him. He's got him. Yep. There we go. Alright, so while they're pushing bottom, I'm just going to push this wave as fast as hard as I can so that the super minions can do some work to their inhibitor. Oh god, they're going in hot. I'm coming. Good ult by Wukong. Alright, so I'm just going to auto anyone that I possibly can here. Unfortunately, I missed one of my axes, so my Q wasn't active, so I wasn't doing too much damage. Put another point into my ult. Alright, so I'm going to head over and get my red buff. Alright, so I do get red buff here. Alright, so really just looking for an opportunity to pick off people, get objectives. I mean, we have waves pushing top and bottom. Mid is also in our favor. We do have super minions, so we're in really good shape. Now it's just a matter of grouping up, maybe even potentially waiting for Baron to come up and make a final push. So as you see there, 34:08, in 4 minutes Baron comes up. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do Dragon here. This is pretty risky because I don't know where Evelyn is. Alright, I guess we can try it out. Alright, so we do get that. It died at about 31:10, so it'll be up about 37:10. 6 minutes. Alright, so it looks like Wukong trying to catch someone out. He's taking a lot of damage there. That Malphite's so tanky. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and push this. Gonna go pop my ult. I do a lot of damage to both that Ezreal and Zed. Really good crescendo by that Sona. Hits all of us. Good job by Zac to hit that blob. Unfortunately, I don't get that kill. I have 12 assists right now, I just realized. It's alright, though. It's okay to be a team player, AD carry. Alright, so I don't know what that Eve is doing. She's gonna... Oh, she does pop Zhonya's. Alright, she goes down. Really good ult by Malphite. Knocks everyone up. Zac a little late on that ult. Still able to hit that last knock up. That's going to make him back. We'll be able to take out those inhibitors. Now I think we have 2 or 3 inhibitors down. Once you have all 3 inhibitors down, it's really GG because the minions will just push and win. So we go ahead and take that one. And pop my E. So many stuns going down onto this Malphite, but he's so fucking tanky that we're not going to be able to kill him. Alright, just taking out this turret here. Zac goes in. Belly flops right onto that Israel. Good job by him. Alright, so I am able to pick up the kill on Sono. Going for that Zed as well. Get the double kill. I don't see myself getting out of this one alive. I'm going to go ahead and use everything I got onto that Israel. Pop my barrier. Oh my god, this Malphite is so fucking strong, dude. And I go down. He is going a little bit of AP as well, so his abilities are doing a good amount of damage. Evelyn comes in and gets that kill. Alright, looks like Zac's trying to get out of there. Run, Zac. Nice slow. But Evelyn does have her W, so she is going to be able to catch up. She pops the Ignite onto him. His passive pops. Oh my god, she's going to kill that so fast. Oh my god, she choked. Oh my god, he gets up. Nice slow. Hits the knockup. Oh, he does go down. We do get ace, but it's alright. We have so many minions pushing the base that they can't really make anything out of that. So, we do get Baron. We'll go ahead and make a final push here. The Haunting McThinger, whatever that is, item comes out, slowing down Zed. He just misses his ult. He's going balls deep, so I'm going to go ahead and use my ult. We are able to kill Zed. Malphite uses his ult. Eve goes down as well. Not going to be able to get that Malphite, so I'm going to go ahead and just end the game. Where did that Israel ult come from? Why are we even attacking that turret? Why are we not ending? Okay, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to XPK this. Just completely avoid any Malphite bullshit. Alright, so that was a close game. Ezreal tried to backdoor it. He did a good job, but we are able to win.
Victory.
So thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to hit that subscribe button. Also follow my stream at twitch.tv/MegansFox, where I stream every day as much as I can. Also check out fleetgaming.com for awesome top of the line gaming computers for great cheap prices. So I will see you in the next video.